We are live. Good morning, everybody. It's an early riser today. 3N back for day 2. Last night was game 1, and it was a beautiful scene to watch. But we're up early for the game 2 tip-off on day 2 here at the Run for the Roses Classic, Louisville, Kentucky Exposition Center. 3N in the black tops, black bottoms, and their new bright blue sneakers. Zoe to take the tip. She's joined by Dylan and Shelby at forward. And our guards, Audrey and Charlie. In gray is Indiana Pride Aspire. And the tip goes to 3N. Audrey up quickly. Penetrates, goes inside and off. Rebound, Zoe, who kicks it out to Charlie. She's on the line. It's off. Rebound, Aspire. We are on the main court here at Exposition Center. Stolen there by Shelby. She gets it up to Audrey. Outside now to Charlie. The feed to Zoe inside is in. And Audrey just waited for Zoe to get position and lofted a perfect entry pass. And Zoe did the easy part to lay it in. We're on the board now. Stolen there by Dylan. Charlie picks it up over to Shelby. She goes left with it, loses the handle, and there's a turnover. 2-0 here. We're playing 14-minute halves with clock stoppage. We're at the 13:04 mark. Lob inside to Zoe. She goes up with it, misses. Rebound, Indiana Pride. Tip there by Charlie, but Indiana Pride keeps it. That's stolen there by Zoe. She's going to hand it off to Audrey. And brings it up quickly now. Oh, nice little interception by, looks like the forward for Pride. Just stepped in front of the laser pass. So there's the first shot by Pride. It's off. Rebound. They pick it up. It's blocked, I believe, by Dylan. Pride keeps possession, and it's kicked on the ground. And it looks like they're going to call it jump ball. That's going to stay with Indiana Pride. 12:18 to go. We're underway early. Game 2. 2-0, 3N. Pride inbounds the ball. Takes it in. Hand in her face by Dylan made the shot go off, but Pride keeps possession. Guarded out front by Shelby and Audrey. And a quick timeout by Indiana Pride's coaches to try to settle things down and get them to get less discombobulated. Indiana Pride, I believe they're probably out of Indiana. Let me check with my stat guy. Eric, is this Indiana Pride team, are they coming out of Indiana?
I think so. We're proud about it, though, wherever they're from.
They're proud to be from Indiana, and they aspire.
To beat us today.
That is all I got for that. That was really bad. Yeah. Wait, I'm not putting that out there. We're gonna keep it to you, okay? Seriously, if he has problems. All right, we're back from the timeout. Pride coaches trying to get their team, they're dressed in gray, together. So let's see what they have. That's tipped by Dylan. Got a hand on it, and Dylan picks it up. Gets it over to Charlie. Charlie now brings it up quickly to Shelby, who's thought about shooting it. Gives it back to Charlie. To the top to Audrey. Hands it off to Dylan. She goes left. Picks it out to Charlie. No, that's Shelby. Inside. Nice bounce pass. And Zoe gets fouled by number 4 for Pride. That's on the floor. Yesterday's game, post-game interview, Zoe was pretty upset. No fouls were called, so she gets one early here. But it was on the floor. So 3N back at it. Charlie from the top goes right, hands it off to Audrey, who goes left. Audrey takes it all the way herself, and a nice seal by the big Zoe to allow her point guard to swoop in perfectly to get the other bucket. 4-0, 3N. 10:53 left in the first half. On defense now. Charlie guarding outside. She gets screened. Audrey picks up the girl. Now it's outside. Zoe guards. Inside. Back outside. That's guarded by Audrey. Tipped there by Charlie, who gives it quickly to Dylan. Dylan goes up. Bounce pass to Audrey, who goes in with the left and finishes. Beautiful job. Great transition. Dylan with another beautiful bounce pass to put 3N up 6-0 early in game 2 here on Saturday, May 18th. Run for the Roses Classic. The girl is pinned in the corner. She gets it out. Nice drive by the point guard there, who hits the side of the backboard. Quickly now, up to Zoe, who's running the floor. Zoe's running the Roses like the thoroughbreds at Churchill Downs. 8-0, 3N. That's tipped out right there in front by Charlie. First subs of the game coming in. 2 for Indiana Pride. And Evelyn checks in now for Dylan. Great outlet pass there to push the lead. Just like yesterday's game, I think we went up 13-0 before the other team got a bucket. Remnants of game 1. And there's a turnover. It went right through the guard's hands. So 3N will possess with 9:30 left in the first half. Audrey brings it up the court. To the top is Zoe. She turns around to look to pass it. And she dribbles left. Gives it off to Shelby, who comes right with it. Kicks it out to Charlie. Charlie goes left. She's going to penetrate. Kick it out to Evelyn. She's going to shoot a 3. That is short. Rebound. Indiana Pride. Guarded there by Shelby, who knocks it over to Audrey. Audrey picks it up and gives it to Charlie. Charlie slows it up. Another turnover and another steal for 3N. Audrey from the top. Zoe comes to the top to set a screen, and Audrey takes it. Hands it off to Shelby. Gives it back to Audrey now. Inside to Zoe. She goes inside and misses. The girl... They teach you to go straight up, but the defender on Zoe was definitely leaning over. No foul. 8.5 left in the first half. 8-0, 3N. I think Zoe's going to want to go up with that a little quicker when she gets the ball and just bulldoze her way in there. On defense now, there's a 3-point attempt. That is off. Rebound. I think it hit Shelby, so it's probably going to stay with Indiana Pride. And it is. They're going to inbound. Stuck in the corner there, defended by Shelby. Pride with the ball on the outside now. Tipped there by Audrey. who's going to take it in easily and go. Oh, that almost didn't go in. But it did. 10-0, 3N, 7:47 left in the first half. There's a foul called on the floor. Looks like they're going to give that to Audrey. That's her first foul. Checking into the game for Indiana Pride. They're going to bring 2 girls in at this stoppage with 7:41 to go. Audrey guards out front, and now Charlie almost got a finger on that one. And good defense allows another turnover by Pride. Checking back into the game now is Dylan. Taking a seat is Shelby. Dylan's gonna inbound it. She gets it over to Charlie. Charlie races up the court. Inside now to Zoe. Zoe looks to go right with it. She turns left, spins, gets blocked. That might be the first time we saw the spin. I think a girl slid down to recover the girl that Zoe beat and got a hand on it. Nice play by Indiana Pride. Now back on defense. Stolen there by Evelyn. Gives it to Zoe, who hands it off to Audrey. Audrey looks up the court and finds Charlie. Charlie loses the handle. It goes right through her legs. No harm, no foul. Just turn around and get it right back. 6:57 to go. 10-0. 3N. Pride brings it across the court. We're on the main court here at the Kentucky Exposition Center. Dylan guards outside, and it's good enough to make the girl throw it right to Audrey, who leads Charlie up the court, and beautiful bucket to push the lead to 12, and a timeout called by 3N to slow things down. We're at 6:35 to go in the first half. 3N up, 12-0. And in just the time we've played to push the lead to 10-0, Audrey has 6. Charlie's got a bucket. Zoe's got 4. The foul we saw was given to Audrey, so that's the only foul of the game for 3N. And that's what we got so far. Thanks, Biggie. 6:35, that's right. There's a full timeout. Nine, and how many turnovers from the other team? What? That's harder to count the steals. It's almost the same difference. Although some, yeah. So 9 steals already in the first 8 minutes. Wow. Coming out of the timeout. But that's the recipe we've seen with these girls. They come out of the gate at 100 miles an hour. They keep their foot on the gas. They don't let up. And they never let up. They probably don't even know how to play any different than the swarming, ferocious defense. And I have no problem with it. And the viewers at home, I guarantee they don't have a problem with it. Back at it now. Indiana Pride brings it across the court. Guarded out front by Audrey. Inside, stolen by Dylan. She threw it right to Dylan. Now Audrey comes left with it and races up the court. Audrey's going to take it herself, throw it up. That's off. Rebound, Pride. Pride comes back. Pride races up. She almost loses it, and she threw it off the kneecap of her teammate, number 5. That's the second time number 5 has lost the handle. The ball goes back to 3N, and now Audrey and Charlie play pass back and forth to get it across midcourt. Charlie goes left, avoids the screen set by Zoe. Now Dylan inside, she takes it up, but just misses the basket. Dylan rolls around on the ground to follow up her miss, ties it up, so it's going to be a jump ball staying with 3N. 2 subs come in for Indiana, and Shelby from 3N comes back into the game, this time for Charlie. Audrey to inbound under the basket. We're up 12-0, 5:40 to go. Outside now to Evelyn. Evelyn gets it over to Audrey, who goes left, dribbles between her legs, goes right. She's going to penetrate. She's going to throw it with her left off. Rebound. They're going to say Audrey hit it last, so Indiana Pride will have possession here to go up the length of the court. No press is on. Audrey greets the ball handler at middle of the court. Stolen there by Shelby, who read that perfectly. Shelby looks like she's going to take it herself. She goes in, gets hit, turns, gets hit again, passes it to Dylan between her legs. But Audrey's Johnny on the spot, who gives it to Johnny John Johnson, who goes inside but kicks it out to Evelyn. Back to Zoe, who penetrates right, turns left, throws it in and off. Front of the rim, but rebound, Shelby. They say that was a block, so it's going to stay with 3N. A lot of wild moving basketball here at the 5:06 mark. Audrey to inbound now. Gets it out to Evelyn. Evelyn goes left with it. Back to Audrey. Audrey goes inside now, turns back out, back to Evelyn. Evelyn's outside, kicks it all the way to Zoe, who thought about three, but shooting it. She's going to go inside instead. Gets a hand on it, but kicks it out to Evelyn, who shoots a three. That's off. Rebound Pride. Dylan falls. It's pushed. And when it's tipped out there by Audrey, the girl decides to shove her to the ground. And she's saying something. I don't think you're allowed to just shove someone down, but they missed it. Audrey looks okay. Inbound now, Indiana Pride. Audrey looks kind of mad. Don't want to say what I thought she looks like. But anyway, outside now. Audrey, that's a push. You can't push off like that. Yeah, scramble on the ground. Tied up by Shelby. And it's going to stay with Indiana Pride all the way to the side. Apologize, folks, for losing my cool, but ref's got to keep this game clean. All right now. Pride looking for the first basket. That's off. The 20-footer. Rebound Pride. They're outside. Guarded by Shelby, who doing a great job early on here in the first. Pride goes away from the basket. They're almost to midcourt. Now they go inside. Dylan's going to guard that. Dylan's going to guard that really well, and it kicks it back out. And defense is swarming. Now inside. Zoe covers. Zoe comes and blocks. Dylan gets it and gives it over to Audrey. Audrey quickly now to guess who? Zoe running the floor. She's going to throw it in with a girl on her back. 4:13 to go. 14-0. 3N. There's a whistle on the floor. I don't know what it is. Looks like the ref found something on the ground, so he's picking it up. Looks like a coffee stirrer. No, it's the tape from the three-point line. Good job, ref. Now we know if she's on the line or not when we're shooting those shots. Charlie Knowles checks back in, this time for Audrey, who takes a seat on the bench. We're at 4:06 to go, 14-0, 3N. Indiana Pride to inbound from the half court. The parents right behind them kind of looking at, I don't know, maybe it's early for them too. These early games, you never know the temperature of the girls until we get here. But I'll tell you what, they look like they're playing at 8 o'clock at night. Inbound now. Indiana Pride aspiring to try to get a bucket here with just under 4 to go in the first half. Dylan guards outside. Now Evelyn. Charlie guards outside. She goes inside, stops. She's going to shoot that just behind the free throw line and miss. Rebound, Zoe. Gives it to Charlie. Charlie brings it up. Charlie goes left, kicks it out. She lost a handle as she tried to give it to Evelyn. This should be the first basket, and it is. 14-2 now. Charlie Knowles brings it across. Gets it to Shelby, who finds Evelyn outside. Evelyn comes up to the top, but gets it inside to Zoe. Zoe goes left with it. She's going to pop it outside to Shelby, who gets it to Evelyn, back to the top to Charlie. Charlie goes in, tries to throw it to Zoe, but stolen there. And, quick travel for the 3N to get it right back. Checking back into the game now is Audrey. She comes in for Zoe. And it's going to be an inbound ball right at the scorer's table. And Shelby will do the honors. They're now guarding Audrey on the inbound. So Shelby decides, oh, I'll just throw it to Charlie. And Charlie throws it back to Audrey. Now inside, Audrey with the scoop the doop and finished. Beautiful. Bucket by Audrey as she just checked back into the game now. Inside. Indiana looking to try to get a basket. That's a 3. That girl just made the first bucket for the Pride. Rebound, Dillon gets it up to Shelby, who starts running like a thoroughbred. She goes up. No foul. They say, even though she was leaning all into her body. Now coming back. Stop, pop, and shoot. That's off. Rebound, Evelyn. Evelyn takes it and gets it over to Charlie Knowles. Charlie gets it over to Shelby, who goes left with it. She's going to kick it over to... That's a tough pass to grab. Dillon tried to, but it was at her feet. And they're going to say last touch by Indiana Pride. So Audrey to inbound outside to Charlie, who quickly shoots a 3 and in. 19-2. We're just under 2 minutes to go in the first. Indiana Pride on the outside of the key. Audrey guards out front. Inside now, good inbound pass that goes just off. Rebound, let it go. That's gonna, smart move there by 13. Evelyn Barlon, who lets it go out so 3N can keep possession. 1:27 to go. 3N up by 17 points here. Charlie now gets it over to Audrey. Gets it back to Charlie. Charlie dribbles between her legs and goes up and gets it inside to Dillon, who gets blocked. She got swarmed there. Good crashing defense by Indiana Pride to gain possession. Now, almost Dillon's just about stole it. Got a hand on it, but Indiana keeps possession. And looks like Charlie almost got a hand, but they get it through. And they did beat the double team to get their second bucket. Now, quickly up, Charlie Knowles comes across, stops, pops, and on the line, misses. Rebound, Pride. We're at 43 seconds to go in the first half. 19-4, 3N. Big inbound pass there. 3-point attempt is up and in. Back-to-back buckets here. First time for Indiana. They're going to put a little bolt in their step. Now, Evelyn from outside. Her 3 is up and off. Rebound, Pride. 16 seconds to go. Looking to get another bucket before the half to squeeze this large lead down. They've hit the last 2, a 3 and a 2. 5-second call violation there with 4.4 to go. Turnover, Pride. That's a plenty of time to get a bucket. Checking back in is Zoe for Evelyn. Shelby to inbound, 4.4. Quickly to Zoe. Zoe goes right with it. Zoe pops, stops, and makes it. Right at the buzzer. That was perfectly drawn up. Coach Knowles said, Zoe, get in there. We got to play. Zoe said, yes, coach. Where do you want me? He said, over there in the corner. What I want you to do is I want you to get the long inbound pass, right? Then you get that. Then you turn. Then you take a couple dribbles to the right. Then you stop, pop, and hit a 14-footer. And Zoe says, all right, I got it. And that's what she did at the buzzer sound. There's a 4-minute halftime break. 21-7. 3N up. A lot of basketball left. Go get another cup of coffee. Put a little cream and sugar in it. Grab a bagel. You got time to toast it. Butter it up. Put a slab of cream cheese on it. And sit down for the second half. 21-7. Let me know when you got your scores. No rush. We'll get 4 minutes on that instead of 3. All right, some halftime stats real quick. Leading the charge for 3N, Zoe with 8. She got that last bucket right at the buzzer. Swished the net, by the way. Zoe hasn't had some luck with the rim this season, so she's like, I'm just not going to deal with the rim. I'll just hit nothing but net and snap it. And that worked that time. So we'll take the whole line of Zoe. Zoe's got 8 points. She's 4 from 8 from the field. Two rebounds, 1 steal, and a block. Audrey Bennett, 8 points. She's 4 of 7 from the floor. She got 2 fouls. And matching her foul total is with steals. She got 2 there, but 1 turnover and 5 assists. Let's take a look at Charlie, number 4, her line. She's 2 of 4 from the floor for a total of 5 points. She hit a 3, 1 of 3 from 3. And she's grabbed a steal herself, but turned it over 3 times. She's going to want to get those back. And she also has an assist. Taking a look at number 12, Dylan Walker. She's 0 for 2 from the floor, but it's got 3 big rebounds and 3 big steals for Dylan. Dylan's picked up an assist as well. Evelyn has 0 for 3 from the floor. She's picked up a rebound and a steal herself. And Shelby, 0 for 1 from the floor. She has picked up 3 steals with those long arms and an assist. So there we go for the first half. Got another minute and a half until the girls are back at it. Take a look at the other team, Indiana Pride Aspire. They're 3 of 11 from the floor. 1 for 3 from 3-point. You saw that right at the end. That was their last bucket. They've got 1 foul and 4 turnovers for a total of 7 points. Thanks, Eric.
4 turnovers plus all the team steals. So we have 11 steals, so 15 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah. Don't know if you picked that up. 15 turnovers in the first half. A lot to build on, though. You don't want to downshift. These girls do not downshift. They keep their foot on the pedal, and they keep pushing. That's just their style, and it seems to have bred a lot of success thus far. Take a look in the crowd. Nora has joined the crowd and cheering. We love Nora, and she is here cheering on her sister. Who has 6 fouls?
You're allowed 6.
Oh, you're allowed 6? Oh, thank you. Little check-in. For this tournament, you're allowed 6 fouls, not 5. So the 2 that Audrey has, her dad doesn't seem worried, and neither do I. These early games do make it a little challenging. Girls did get to bed. It wasn't a late night. They were definitely on top of after dinner. Most ate the Chipotle burrito. I think Zoe had some Chick-fil-A nuggets dipped in ranch. But they definitely went to bed. I think lights out for most of these girls was around 10:30. Ran into Evelyn in the elevator this morning on the way downstairs. She was upset about a dog in the next room over who kept yipping, and I told her we call that a goodbye dog, and I explained to her what that was, but didn't help her bags under her eyes. So yeah, the girls were gonna wake up, and we're back at it for the second half. Inbounds to Charlie, who gets it to Dylan. Outside now to Audrey, who kicks it out to Zoe. Zoe sets a screen for Charlie, who goes left, takes it up herself, throws it up, and gets fouled by number 11. And that's a really good take by Charlie Knowles, who's going to shoot 2 here. Not a lot of free throws so far in fact, is this the first time we're at the line? Yeah, first free throws for the game comes in the first 20 seconds of the second half. 3N up 21-7. 13:41. She missed the first. And misses both. So rebound Dylan. Nice rebound, Dylan. Kicks it out to Shelby, who that shoots a 3. That's short. Rebound. I think they're going to say, oh, I saw Zoe got a hand on him, but the guy said no, Indiana Pride did. Audrey to inbound. Whoa, she almost went over the line. All the way outside to Shelby. Shelby grabs it and goes left with it. Tries to get it inside, she does. Zoe goes, she gets it kicked away. And back in the hands of Shelby. Lucky bounce there. Audrey resets far away from the basket. Outside now to Shelby. Shelby takes a screen from Dylan and kicks it out to Zoe, who's going to shoot that. That's a three. That's in! That one is for Zoe's big sister, who said Zoe needs to wake up. And I think she just did. And she just did with a huge block on the return. Audrey now kicks it out to Charlie, who the pass was just a little too far. So take that, Sarah. D1D just has to put her foot in her mouth, I think, or it was the encouragement and she called it. Good insight by number 21 Primetime. If you don't know who she is, just call her Lancer Loading. But I think her little sister Zoe got the message and said, give me the three, I'm running for the roses. And then I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna block the beep out of that shot, and she did. Now Zoe back at the top. Audrey takes it from Zoe and gets right back to reset. Charlie gets it over to Shelby. Now Dylan inside gives it to, tried to get it into Zoe, but it got tipped. Now Indiana Pride comes back out. 3-and up 24-7. Zoe she thought about taking it inside, but they just got blocked and she gives it away into the hands of Charlie. Charlie's gonna get defended there outside. Gives it to Zoe. Zoe goes inside, spins and gets tripped. No call, but Dylan on the spot to pick up the trip ball. Kicks it out to Charlie, who misses her three. Dylan pulls down the rebound and they scramble around for it on the ground. They're gonna say jump ball. I'll tell you what, they're swallowing some of their whistles there because Zoe literally got tripped on her spin move. No call. Jump ball goes to Indiana Pride and they break out. Guarded there by Shelby. Indiana Pride looking to get it inside, but they go away from the basket because of the defense from Shelby. Now, they are at the center court, right by the Run for the Roses sticker. That's a two-pointer, and it's not even close. So, checking back in now for 3N. Evelyn, she comes in for Dylan. Well-earned break there. Get some water or some Celsius or whatever. Drink some of Charlie's pink drink. Anyway, we're back at it now. Playing catch at the top of the key is our guards. Now, Audrey from three goes left, kicks it back to Zoe, who steps backwards. She thought about shooting, but probably wisely gave it to Charlie instead. Back inside from the free throw line is Zoe. Swish. Again, I'm not dealing with the rim, said number 9, and I'll just hit the snapping net, and she does. Quickly now, Aspire. Indiana Pride comes in, tipped by Audrey, but she don't call the trip there. Keep it even. Zoe with the steal. Audrey gets it up quickly to Shelby, who gets blocked, but the girl was stepping on the line when she made the block. Good play to get back. You know, yesterday's game, we were just running past the other team. They weren't getting back. This team is getting back. But she was on the line, so it's going to stay with 3N here. 10:40 to go in the second half. Quickly now to Charlie from three. She misses. Rebound, Indiana Pride. They race up. 26-7. Stolen there by Charlie Knowles. Charlie's going to take it herself. Go inside, throw it, just off. Rebound, hit her toe. So, little scramble on the ground, and you could see if you saw the faces of the other girls. Not a lot of pleasantries were said. Let's just put it that way. Charlie will not back down for anyone. Way to follow up her shot. The girl got the rebound, but it went off her toe, and Charlie said, well, I'm going to grab it then. So the possession goes to 3N, and they're swinging it around. Inside now to Zoe, who goes inside and gets fouled. That's a good crashing defense. When Zoe gets it, 3 girls are on her quickly, but they called the foul, so Zoe's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Very physical. But yesterday's game was just as physical, if not more. Zoe hits the first. 2 subs come in for Indiana. Yeah, last night's game was so physical, the way they were just banging. Zoe actually had a tender chest that we had to get some ibuprofen for. So she's fine so far.
Yes, she made the first.
Makes the first, misses the second. The lead now is 27-7, up by 20. 10-10 to go in this one. 3N on defense. Blocked there by number 1, but they get it right back and kick it out for a 3. That shot by number 5, who hit a 3 earlier, misses that, but the rebound goes right into the hands of number 33, who scores for Indiana. Charlie Knowles brings it up quickly to Evelyn. Evelyn out from the outside, back to Charlie. Charlie gets it to the top to Audrey. Inside now to Zoe. Zoe goes to work, spins, kicks it out to Evelyn, who's going to shoot that. That is just off. Rebound. So that actually went to Indiana Pride, but she lost the handle, so it's going to stay with 3N at 9:35 to go. Checking back into the game now is Dylan for Shelby. Inside now, Zoe gets it. She bounces, gets it out to Charlie. Back to Audrey, who shoots a 3. That's just off. Rebound. Dylan, who goes perfectly up and in. Great footwork, great handwork, great move by number 12 to score. 29 to 9. 20-point lead. 9:15 to go. 29-9. For those who didn't get the score, you got it now. Stolen by Dylan, who shakes the girl off her. Audrey kicks it up to Zoe, who kicks it out to Charlie, misses, and guess who's on the rebound? It is Dylan, but they're going to say she took some steps to travel before she put it up. So the point guard, number 23 for Indiana Pride, checks back into the game. You are welcome, son. All right. 8:35 to go in the second half. 3N up, 29-9. Guarding out front is Audrey. Now Charlie guarding. Inside, that's Audrey guarding. They're trying to figure this out. She can't get around her, and she looks frustrated. All the way back to the top. That's Charlie Knowles guarding out front. And the point guard is literally on the sticker in the middle. Nice slide defense there. And the runner goes in. That's nice. That's the girl who just checked in. So that pushes Indiana Pride to double digits. 29-11. We're under 8. Audrey brings it up all the way over to Evelyn. Evelyn looks inside, gets it out top to Charlie Knowles, who gets it to Audrey, who shoots a deep 3. That's off. Rebound. Good tip there by Dylan, right into the hands of Evelyn. Evelyn kicks it back to the top to Charlie, who gives it back to Evelyn. Evelyn looks inside and finds Zoe at the elbow. Outside now, back inside to Zoe. She spins left, does a loop-de-loop, and just throws it across. She tried to do a nice little over and under, but it went too far, so she missed. Good move, though. Now, point guard comes inside and gets fouled by Dylan, I believe, on her penetrating drive. Good take. I think they gave that to Dylan. That's her first. 7:09 to go. That missed free throw keeps the score at 29-11. Checking back now into the game is Shelby, number 1. Sitting is Charlie Knowles, number 4. Missed them both. Rebound, Dylan. Dylan's having a lot of rebounds. Now, Audrey brings it up the court. Gets across. One girl in her face, kicks it out to Evelyn right in front of the camera. Evelyn gets it out to Shelby, who gets it over to Dylan, who's on the wing. All the way back to the top to Evelyn, who gets it over to Audrey outside. All the way to the other side is Shelby. She's going to shoot a 3, and that is off. Rebound will go out of bounds and go to Indiana Pride. Indiana Pride with a quick substitution. Evelyn met the dribbler at half court. And Indiana Pride stays way out from the basket. Screen is set, but she takes it the other way. Indiana Pride looping around, and she's going to penetrate. It goes off her knee into the hands of Dillon. Dillon finds Evelyn, who breaks up the court. Evelyn holds it back with a girl in her face. Gets it to the top to Audrey. Audrey back to Evelyn outside. She's on the left. She looks inside to Zoe, but goes, picks up her dribble, but finds Shelby all the way on the outside. Shelby now to the top to Audrey. Inside now to Dillon. Kicks it out to that three by Evelyn is really far away. It's off. Zoe with the rebound. Zoe goes up with it easily. Unmatched, undefended, easy basket for the big. Quickly now, Shelby guarding on the outside with help from Audrey. Evelyn at the top. That three-point is a far three, and that's nothing but net, but she went under the rim, so that's a turnover. It's going to go to 3N. Shelby went inbound. We're at 5. We have a running clock. 31-11. 5.5 to go. Another fantastic performance by our girls in black and blue shoes. Inside now to Zoe. Zoe holds it above her head. They're not going to get it from there. And Evelyn threw it to where Dillon was, but Dillon took a step. Dillon looked like she wanted to do a little backdoor, and Evelyn threw it to the previous spot. So turnover, and the ball is way down the court, way back there. So the girl brings it back. Sitting down now on the bench is Zoe. Checking in for her is Charlie. Indiana Pride has not figured this defense out, and the game is under 5 minutes. So if they can't figure it out soon, they're going to lose. So that three-pointer's off. Rebound, big rebound by Evelyn, but the girl stripped it. And she was running out of bounds and threw it off of the hands of Audrey, so it's going to stay with Indiana Pride. 4:20 left. Inbound goes all the way back into the hands of you-know-who, Audrey, who gets a jump ball tie-up. Great read by number 2. It's going to stay with Indiana Pride. 4:05 to go. 3N up, 31-11. From the free throw line, that shot is off. Rebound, Shelby. But that's another tie-up, so it's going to be a jump ball. It should be black. And it is. Good hustle there, Shelby, on the rebound. Possession 3N. Inbounds to Charlie. Over to Audrey. Back to Charlie, but misguided pass quickly now. Indiana Pride capitalizes on the mistake there, so Pride gets their 13th point. And that almost was an over and back, but Charlie got it across just in time. Now, Shelby outside. A little sloppy right now. They look like they've kind of checked out, but there's still 2:59 left on the clock. Charlie takes it out. Charlie plays the center, but kicks it out to Shelby, who hits a three. Great shot by Shelby. Drains a three to push the lead, 34-14. 2:37 left. Kick ball there. Checking back into the game for 3N is Zoe. Taking a seat is Audrey. Number 5 from Indiana Pride is back in. She hit a 3 earlier, so maybe they want her to start hitting some threes. That would help Indiana Pride right now. But Evelyn is seeing to it that she doesn't even get a shot. Guarding out front is Dillon. Penetration, takes a little elbow, but they don't call it. That's a 3 from number 33, and that's off. Rebound. Looks like it goes in the hands of Charlie. Charlie holds it out and clears out the traffic. Charlie gets it up the court to Evelyn. Back out to Charlie, who holds it. 1:41 to go. Shelby now bounces it to Zoe. Outside to Evelyn. She's going to shoot that. That's a 3, and that's off. Rebound. Dylan. Dylan takes it outside, gives it over to Shelby, who kicks it to Zoe out in the three-point land. Zoe gets it all the way to Charlie. She's going to shoot that. That's a 3. That's off. Rebound into the hands of Shelby. And the ball got kicked away there. They're going to say Indiana possession. Running clock. We're just about 1 minute to go. 3 and up, 34-13. We're under a minute. Big 3 from far out. Rebound, Zoe. Zoe takes it to the right side, looks to get rid of it. She goes left, crosses over. All the way under the basket is Dylan, who did an alley-oop, and it just bounced off the rim. Quickly now, Indiana probably gets back. Zoe's going to defend that and make the girl miss. The ball bounced out of bounds on the miss, so 3N will possess it. 20 seconds left. The clock is just running here with 3N up 20. Now, that would have been nice cherry on top, I'll tell you that. Evelyn throws it back to Shelby. Shelby gets it up to Charlie. From the top, Zoe out to Evelyn. They're going to call the game, and that is it. Game 2 for the weekend is in the books. First game of day 2. 3N 34. Indiana Pride Aspire 13. Join us tonight. 4:10? Not tonight. This afternoon, 4:10 is the second game of day 2. This win pushes 3N to 2-0 for the weekend. Final stat lines leading the way. Zoe with 16, Audrey with 8, Charlie with 5, Shelby with 3, Dylan got a bucket. And that pushes this team to 2-0 for the weekend. We match up at 4:10 this afternoon. We will not be on the main court. This was nice, being on the main court, being up here. The girls are grabbing their bags and leaving the bench. Join us at 4:10 today. We'll be back at it. We out.